The writer was attempting to write another story. He was having a rough go of it. Nothing was coming out. The writer sighed. "I wish I was a genius," he said sadly. Suddenly, through the open balcony door, a colorful whirlwind of sparkles and magic spun into the room. The whirlwind settled, revealing a little bald man with a black beard, purple skin, and a wide grin. "I am the genius," he announced. "And I've come to help you get inspired." "Oh, thank God," said the writer. "I really hate my day job. Can you make me famous, rich, and respected?" "I can give you an idea that may do that, if the stars align in the right manner," said the genius. "Good enough," said the writer. He sat up. "So what do I do?" "Just start writing," said the genius. "And what will you do?" "Just sit here and watch. With me in the room, soon you'll have a bomb-ass product to show everyone." "Sweet," said the writer. He began typing. "Whoa," he said, staring at the first sentence he'd written. It was the best fucking thing he'd ever thought of. He glanced at the genius, who was now squatting in the corner, taking a tremendous purple shit on the floor. "Whoa, whoa," exclaimed the writer, jumping up from his writing spot on the couch and dashing to the kitchen for a paper towel. "No, no," cried the genius. "You must keep writing. This is just part of the process." The writer shot a disapproving look at the large purple turds on his nice carpet but went back to his laptop. He tried not to look at the genius, who was straining so hard that veins bulged in his neck as little soft serve piles of shit gathered on the floor. Fortunately, they smelled like candy and happiness, so at least there was that. The writer kept writing. Soon, he had a whole page, and it was the most beautiful thing he'd ever created. He wiped away a tear as he read it over and over. "Keep going," said the genius, holding onto the wall for support as he continued to crack what appeared to be purple frosting all over the writer's floor. "We mustn't lose momentum. I haven't much time." The writer kept at it. Soon, he had an entire chapter. His fingers ached from flying over the keys. He'd never felt this productive in his life. His face burned hot, his tongue flicked over his dry lips as the words poured out with seemingly no effort. Why hadn't I ever thought to wish to be a genius before? He wondered. The genius, meanwhile, was running out of carpet space to shit on. "I hope you're coming up with something truly generational," he said, squatting again. "Something profoundly earth-shaking. Something that will singe the eyebrows of anyone who reads it." "Oh, if anyone doesn't enjoy what I'm writing right now," said the writer, typing feverishly, "they can go fuck themselves. This is gold. Pure fucking gold." "I'm glad," said the genius. "But I'm afraid I'm nearly out of ideas." "Hold up," said the writer. "I'm almost at novella length." The genius squatted, strained, groaned, and grunted, but alas, no more purple frosting emerged from between his little purple butt cheeks. "It seems I'm out of inspiration," he sighed with a shrug, surveying the mess he'd made of the writer's apartment. "But I think you have more than enough to keep going." "Oh, yes," said the writer, still typing, his bloodshot eyes unblinking. "If this doesn't get me any attention, I might just kill myself." The genius stood in the corner, surrounded by his piles of purple, sweet-smelling feces. He smiled handsomely at the writer. He loved helping poor, talentless saps find their voices. "I didn't know a genius was, you know, a thing," said the writer as he added his final period and hit return one last time. The novella was a fucking masterpiece. He even had a title already. "I always thought a genius was a person who created the work." "Oh, no," said the genius. "Geniuses are spirits that fly around and land on random people in the process of creation. We give their work an extra flair, an extra boost, so they may inspire others and ensure our survival." "Well, you sure saved my ass on this one," said the writer. "I might even quit my job tomorrow, I'm so confident in this piece." He hit save several times, inserted a flash drive, and saved the novella there as well. He ejected it and cradled the drive in his fingers like a piece of origami. He looked at the words on the screen again, and his eyes welled up. "I can't believe I wrote that," he whispered, wiping his eyes. You didn't, said the genius. I did. Through you. Oh, right, said the writer. Well, thank you so much. Is there anything I can do for you? No, I believe my work here is done, said the genius. Without another word, the genius twirled into his whirlwind form and spun back out the balcony door into the night. Farewell, genius, said the writer. I'll never forget you. He looked at the frosting-like piles of shit all over his living room and decided to leave them for the time being, at least until they got stale and crusty and easier to dispose of. Tomorrow, he'd try to write something else.